next session will start very soon. The next keynote address will be delivered by Dr. Parag, Kaveri sir, and the chairperson for this session is Dr. S.S. Chowhan sir. So I request Dr. S.S. Chowhan sir, please come up on the stage. And I request Dr. N.V. sir, please felicitate Dr. S.S. Chowhan sir. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to call Dr. Parag Kaveri sir on the stage. I request Dr. D.S. Mahamuni ma'am, please felicitate Dr. Parag Kaveri sir by offering a bouquet. Dr. Parag Kaveri sir has done PhD in science. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Parag Kaveri has done PhD in computer science from Sankaraghi Baba Amravati University with specialization in cloud computing. His research contributions span over 60 publications, including Scopus and IEEE Index Journals Conference. He has 14 years of teaching experience also. So I would like to request Dr. Parag Kaveri sir, please deliver the session.
Okay, thank you so much ma'am for the brief introduction. Very good afternoon to all of you. I know it is very difficult to take the second half of the session because after lunch it is a little bit difficult for the one who is delivering the session and one who are listening to the session. But still, Dr. Chowhan sir has given me this responsibility to conduct this session. I will try to make this session more engaging so that you can learn a lot of good things about cloud computing. Okay? So to begin with, at the outskirts, by taking the blessings from Ma Saraswati, I would like to thank Honorable Dr. Patil sir, Honorable Dr. Awasthi sir, my good friend Dr. Chowhan sir, convener of this program, co-convener of this program, all the dear students, my peer members, including Dr. Rakesh Deore sir, Dr. Dhandra sir, and Dr. Ghogrey sir. So this particular term might not be a newer term for you, cloud computing, because in this generation when we are using internet, cloud computing is also somewhere connected to internet. Like when we talk about internet, now these days we are talking about cloud computing also. So during my session, I will try to cover as much as with respect to cloud computing also, and how cloud computing has evolved from history to its future implication. That I am going to cover. Along with that, we know that now, without AI, nothing is possible. Everything is being integrated to AI also. AI is also a part of our day-to-day life. Consciously or subconsciously, we are using AI. More or less, when we are searching something on internet, we are using AI in the background. So how AI we are using and how AI is helpful and how AI is connected to cloud, that also I will be focusing through my presentation. Now consider the situation. I am traveling from Pune and I want to come to Latur for delivering this talk. With this simple example, you will be able to understand why there is a need of cloud computing. Now I have two options to come to Latur. If I want to come to Latur by my own vehicle, but if I don't own a vehicle, I need to buy a vehicle. And second option I have is, I need to take the vehicle on rent. So either I will buy a vehicle or I will rent a vehicle. Now buying vehicle will correlate multiple things. Like I have to go to a dealer, then I have to purchase, then I have to do RC, other registration, insurance, so many things. And I have to spend a lot of money when I will be buying a car for myself. Plus, I need to hire a driver who will take me to Latur, driving that car, and then he will bring me back. So the cost involvement, if I compare, if I buy a car, minimum I need to spend 10 lakh rupees to buy a car, to hire a driver, to process with RC, registration, tax and everything. Now I have the another option of renting a car. In renting a car, what I did, I go to Uber, Ola platform or any cab service booking. I just pay the rent. The rent people say what is the distance, so I mentioned this much kilometer. Then the person said, okay, per kilometer you have to pay 20 rupees. My overall rent was 10,000 rupees. Now compare 10 lakh rupees with 10,000 rupees, which is a good option. In 10,000 I am getting driver. I don't need to worry about any insurance. I don't need to worry about any taxes. Even I don't need to worry about any maintenance also. So which option seems to be good? Buying a car or renting a car? Renting a car seems to be a good option. But same way, if we talk about starting your own company, if we compare this example with starting your own company, you need to buy a lot of infrastructure of your own. And if you buy that much infrastructure of your own, after a few years that infrastructure will become old. And since that infrastructure will become old, you have to take care of maintenance, you have to take care of its licensing, you have to take care of software, you have to train people to handle that infrastructure, and that is what we are doing right now. We are buying resources rather than renting resources. Cloud computing is all about renting resources rather than buying resources. Okay? So the basic terminology when we talk about cloud computing is buying resources, not buying resources, renting resources over buying resources. Okay? But before that, there is another big problem that India is facing. I don't know how many of you are aware about this problem. So let me go to a live platform to show you what problem currently we are facing. Now this is a way we are getting internet. See, this is a submarine line because most of you might be aware that we are connected to internet via cable. Okay? And since we are connected via internet to cable, I would like to go to India. I hope now you might be able to see India, and we are connected to internet via the cables which are here. Now these cables are not something kind of a painting, drawing or clip art. This is live. We are connected to internet via these cables. Now the entire region of India, see this much big region of India is connected via these 5 points. Okay? This is one point. This is one point, this is another point, this one, and this one, and this one. Only through these 5 points we are connected to internet. Now imagine if there is a blast happened here. Half portion of the India, this much, will not have internet. So imagine if there are no internet, there are no online payments, there are no banking transactions, there are no email communications. Most of the systems these days are dependent on what? Internet. Now imagine if these two other points, these 2-3 points which are very near, these got damaged. other half of the internet will be down. And since other half of the internet is down, again we will be facing the same problem. Now there are countries which don't have direct internet also. Like see, because of their geographical region, they don't, because internet travels through wire which are under sea. And since their geographical region is like that, they don't have direct connect. So they pay rent to Bangladesh and India for using internet. They are completely dependent on other neighboring countries. Now imagine if they have a war situation and other neighboring countries have stopped supplying internet. So it will be again a difficult situation for them. Now see, this is Africa. Can you see every side it is connected via internet? So if 3-4 points are also damaged, they will have sufficient internet bandwidth. So this is one of the biggest problem that we are facing. Okay. Now I will go to second. I will tell 3 major problems which you can work on. So I will go to second problem. Okay. So what you can see is again the world map. And this yellow clean parts are flights. But these are all real flights. This is again not a simulation. If I click on any plane, so let me again go to India. See, India is completely, you cannot see also. This much flights are currently on the top of India. If I go here, if I click on a flight, so this flight is traveling from Dubai. And we can see how this flight is coming, what is the destination, what is the travel path, everything is there. Now air traffic has increased so very high that it is very difficult in future to manage the air traffic. And all these are interdependent because data about this flight is stored in cloud. Data related to internet and all other things which are processed is there. So if everything is there, then it is very difficult to manage, and managing flights on the sky is again very difficult thing. So this is the second challenge that we are facing. Now I go to the third challenge. So this is the third challenge, security. Now this is again a world map. And you might be seeing some colors, wonderful colors which are being communicated by one country to other country, right? These are not colors. These are cyber attacks, which is currently now being attacked from one country to another country. In real time, this much attacks are happening. And you might see near to Australia, there are less attacks. It doesn't mean that there are less attacks in Australia, but they have a different time zone. So every country is having this problem of cyber attacks. Be it viruses, be it worms, be it direct attack, be it denial of service, distributed denial of service. But these attacks are happening and we need to safeguard the systems. If we are unable to safeguard the system, we will lose all the data which is there over internet. So these are the three major challenges that we are currently facing, and we need to find proper solution in these three areas, because these three areas are related to cloud and AI. You cannot stop any attack without using AI, because AI can help and solve various complex problems. Even quantum computing is there, by which you can solve various passwords combinations in fraction of seconds. 17-digit password which needs to be cracked after 32 years. Quantum computing can crack it in 30 seconds. This much combination quantum computing can do in 30 seconds. So I'll go back to my slide. So these were the three problems that I would like to address and which are very important. Now we are again back to why there is a need of cloud computing, why we need to go with cloud. Now imagine the situation that in your college there are 100 PC. What is the future of this PC after 5 years? Those PC will be outdated. Like this, electronic waste. And our earth is surrounded with water. And imagine the number of PCs that we have in whole Maharashtra. Imagine the number of PCs that we have in the country, and imagine the number of PCs that we have in world. How many electronic garbage we are producing every 3 to 5 years? What is the use of this garbage? Extracting minerals from this is more costlier than the devices. So we cannot extract minerals also, chemicals also. So simply we have one option left. Wrap the garbage, throw into water. Because we have more water. Less land, more water, right? Is this the solution? No. Because ultimately, if we do that, we are affecting our own ecosystem. Because it will disturb the marine health. It will disturb the overall health and the animals and the fish which are there underwater. So we cannot do that. So the only solution for this, rather buying computing resources, we should deport these computing resources to the server side and start using the servers rather than our big giant machines. So if everything on the server, data, operating system, everything, we just need a small device to operate it. And that is what cloud computing is about. Directly sending all the things to the server side and using them as a part of service. So it's a distributing computing platform delivering internet-based services. I will give you a very good example. Email. We all are using email. Do we have the data of email? No. We can only see that email through the client. You log into your account and you can see that email. But we don't have any software installed. We only have a client software installed. If you delete email, the email gets deleted from where? Server. So basically, we don't need to have anything with us. We need to access everything as a part of service. Everyone sitting in this room is using YouTube. Okay, I'll tell you a situation of my generation. In my generation, we used to have folders. Bollywood movies, desktop wallpapers, right? Hindi movies, Hollywood movies. Like that we used to create folder, MP3 song. But today's generation don't need such folders. Because for wallpaper, your Android phone is having software. Daily your wallpaper will change. Right? You don't need to download wallpaper. Second thing, you don't need to download movies. Either take subscription of Netflix or take subscription of any OTT platform. You will watch, no need to. So data duplicacy is gone. Now for example, I have the same folder, Santosh Chowhan sir might have the same folder with same movies. So 10 people having the same movie will be duplicated, data will be duplicated. Storage will be waste. Earlier we used to use pen drives. These days we have completely stopped using pen drive. What we do? Put it on Google Drive. Download it from Google Drive. put it on WhatsApp. So this physical device, if we decrease the physical device, ultimately we will solving a problem of electronic waste, and that is what actually cloud computing proposes. Now where this data will be there, if it is not with us, so I will show you where it is. IBM has given a very good simulation. IBM has given a very good simulation, and this simulation will take you a virtual tour of a data center. How data center looks like, how data is stored in that data center. So I will show you just using that IBM simulation that how data center is being managed and how data is being stored in data center. So this is data center. This is the office. I will walk to the place where different administrators are there which takes care of the health of your data. In the first session, Dr. Dhandra sir mentioned that data is being stored in some place called as servers. This is the place from where the data is being managed. Even cooling facility of the data center is being managed from here. These are called blade servers and rack mounted servers on which data is being stored. The electricity consumption of one data center can be equal to a small town, but it can facilitate millions of people. Current population on the earth is around 7.5 billion, but almost 11 billion people are connected with internet. Now the question is, if there are 7 billion people, how can 11 billion people connect to internet? Because, and in this 7.5 billion, there are small kids, old age people, less literate people. Then how can 11 billion people connect to internet? The reason is we are connected via two devices. I am connected via laptop with my mobile phone. So for me there are two identities. Like that, because of multiple identities, 11 billion people we have reached. And managing this 11 billion people is one of those biggest challenges. And there are data. By the end of this session, I will tell you where the data is stored and how you can recover that also on internet. So, but first you see this. This is the blade servers, and this is how the data is being stored. These are the fan, the facility where you can see cooling and other thing is happening. So this is how the data center gets cooled, and by connecting a laptop to it, like I will connect a laptop to it, I can check the cabinet, what is the configuration and other thing. Okay. This simulation along with my PPT is with Dr. Chowhan sir. After that, if you want to study it further, you can take the PPT as well as all the links, everything, whatever I am discussing, everything is mentioned in that PPT. Okay? So you can take it as a reference and then further you can continue the study. So this was data center. Now, when we are connected via a small device, let us say that when I am accessing an email from my mobile phone and I am accessing from my laptop or a desktop, is there any difference? No. Mobile consumes less electricity, laptop consumes more, desktop consumes more. So it is proposed that rather having thick computing devices, powerful computing devices, we should start using thinner or less powerful computing devices for using internet. Now, cloud computing history, if I talk, it is not a very new term. In 1950, IBM first proposed the concept of remote job entry. So that was one of those oldest terms when IBM started this initiative. In 2006, AWS, that is Amazon Web Service, which was launched, and now multiple companies are using AWS platform. Now, Amazon is one of the biggest players in providing cloud services. There are a lot of free certifications also available of Amazon Web Services. Anyone can go to a platform, searching those certifications can do is on the platform. Now there are three components of cloud. First is client, second is distributed server, and third is data center. Client computer means mobile devices. Mobile means not mobile phone. Mobile means whose location is independent. Like a laptop can be a mobile device. It's not mobile, it's mobile. That the location is completely interdependent. Second is thick, means powerful, like workstation, PC. And then thin, most powerful, lightweight computing devices like a tablet or a mobile phone or a very low configuration device, which will consume lesser power. Now data center we have seen practically. Distributed computing means it's on a different geographical region, but it acts as if it is the same location. For example, my bank account is in Pune, but I want to withdraw 10,000 rupees from Latur from ATM. How much time it takes to withdraw money? 3, 4, 5 seconds. Same time it will take in Pune. So is there any difference? No. My bank account is in Pune, but my account withdrawal I can do it from here. That means the servers are a different geographical region, but the speed is so high that we doesn't feel the difference, and it is as good as same. The transaction value is same because of the high speed communication that is happening over fiber optic channel. All data will be stored in centralized when it comes to cloud. Cloud services can be offered in three parts. Now this is very important. First is software, second is platform, and third is infrastructure. I will give you example for all three. Okay? For software, Gmail, YouTube, OTT platforms, Netflix, search engines. These are all client, like a software that we are accessing. We are not going with any operating system. Now imagine your operating system online. What will happen? You have an operating system which is online. All software that you are installing, all data which you are keeping, everything is online. How much useful it is for us? Because in college when I used to do practicals, I have written a program, and half written program I need to copy in pen drive, go home, connect to my computer, and then I have to complete the program. All small assignments we used to do like this. But if my operating system is online, I will go to college, I will log into my operating system, I have the same data, I will shut down there, I will go home, I will log into my operating system, data will be there. So no need to copy, paste, put it in a drive, no need to do that. So that is the future, and that I will show you here. That is now functioning. We can have an operating system online. Web-based operating system, OS.js. An operating system which is completely online. My desktop platform is loaded. So this is, I can put it in bottom because we are more comfortable with Windows. And the menu bar. This is how our operating system looks like, right? So it's an online operating system. You can have games. You can install software. We can have networking tool, we can have office, we can have calculator, and the moment I will shut down, data is safe. No need to carry any device. Earlier we have to copy PPT, transfer it, no. Because of cloud and platform as a service from cloud, all operating systems are live online. Work from home culture is coming. So how you can work from home? You can work for your office PC through this online operating system. So this is again a very good online OS. Now the last is infrastructure as a service. That is, can we access the hardware also? Yes. You can connect two computers together, you can have networking, you can do virtualization. Everything is possible with the help of the last and the most important service offering from cloud computing, that is called as infrastructure as a service. So there are three service offering. We have seen example for software, platform and infrastructure. Now how the cloud services are delivered? Cloud services can be delivered in three parts. Publicly to everyone, that is public cloud. Within that organization, for example, your college, your institute want to have their own cloud with own data. You can have a private cloud, keep everything in that private cloud and you have your data access. Only student and entities which are responsible will only access that particular data. And community cloud, like IEEE, GitHub, various social, Facebook, Instagram, these are communities, and community cloud will store data in that order. So some communities are open for all, some communities are membership based. So community cloud can be a private cloud or a public cloud. And last but not the least, that is hybrid cloud, which is a combination of public as well as private cloud. Now these are some of the characteristics. One of those is application programming interface, virtualization, reliability, all those things are there. Now, one question is that we have profiles on internet, but can we have our own websites? Yes, we can have our own website. How to create a website? There are multiple platforms. Earlier we need to do programming. So one of those platforms is, I can show you, this. One of those platforms is Google. You just go to Google Drive, you are creating a doc, go to Google site, see, go to Google Drive, Google site, and you can create a Google website in 5 minutes without having any programming knowledge. Because of the short time, it's very difficult to explain everything practically, but I suggest that you definitely try this. Go to your Google Drive, click on New, click on Sites, and your website will be live in just 30 seconds. All data with respect to that website will be stored in your Google Drive, and you don't need to do or have any kind of programming knowledge for creating this website. So this is how cloud computing is helping, and your programming, like there is no need of programming in these days. With less programming, with LLM and other thing, you can create websites and pages in fraction of seconds and fraction of minutes. So this I have already explained. This is the definition model, like deployment model, service model, characteristics and common characteristics, very fundamental to the cloud. Data center, blade server, we have seen practical. Now this is very important. User connected with multiple platforms. We have bank account, we have Aadhaar, we have multiple bank accounts. Everyone sitting in this room might be connected to internet with 5 associations. Might be on Facebook, might be on Google, Gmail, YouTube, might be on Instagram, might be on any other social networking platform. If we talk about duplication of the data that has been created by everyone, how much data will be duplicated? The volume of the data will be very, very high. Very high. Okay? But still, internet is one such place with the help of cloud. The data that has gone to internet will never be deleted. Never. It's very difficult to delete the data which is there uploaded on internet. And I can practically show you a demonstration where and how this data is stored. So I am taking you to a time machine. Now this example is one of those best examples that is there in my session, that now I am taking to a time machine. Okay? Now this is, again I will go to Google. Now this time machine is called as feedback. And I come to this website because lot of data in my earlier institute, not my current institute, but my earlier institute, got deleted by that particular institute. Now they were struggling to get that data back, and I was finding solution that how I can help my institute to get that data back. And using this particular website, I have come to know that nothing was deleted. All the data where we keep on websites. Okay. Whenever there is a version update of a website, the older website deleted, newer website is there, right? So data deleted, newer website is now. This website takes the screenshot of every update that has happened to each and every website which is online. Now I will show you. This is my current institute website. Now this is my current institute website, and now it is searching for all the screenshots that it has taken. From 7 February 2003 till 13 December 2005, 1120 type backup automatically has taken by this website, and it do for every website which is there on internet. So I can show you my institute website which was created 10 years back also. Now currently it is not live. But this website has taken the backup of that website. The main purpose of this website is to take backup of all the websites which are available on internet. So any website which is there on internet, it will take backup and store that data in cloud. Let me just search it again. I think the server is a little slow. But it takes all the backup. You just have to go to a snapshot, select that snapshot, and that website will be loaded. Okay? Let me try one more time. Close all the website. The name of this website is Wayback Machine. Internet seems to be a little slow, and I have already told you the problem. Right? That why India is having a problem with the speed of internet. Because we have very less places the internet is coming. It's not like our ISP provider, it's the overall infrastructure problem. And with that 5 point, we are serving almost 1.5 billion people who are using internet. So that might be the reason, but you can also try this Wayback Machine. Internet archive, everything is there with this. All websites snapshots are available on that site. Even for your institute, you just type the website of your institute, go back to a previous date, like 3-4 years back, you will see an older version of your institute website. So the current version is also available, the older version is also available. So the document which got uploaded 5 years back are backed in that website. So you can download those PDFs, those documents, those results, everything. See, this is 2020, like 50 billions. I was talking about 11 billion, 2020, 50 billions got connected, and now the number is more. So earlier there were less number of people, now there are more number of internet devices that are connected over internet. These are some of the places that are there, like future grid, how we are using electricity, how we are using health devices, smart home, smart cities, camera, TV, smart watches, smart car. In 2030, there are cars which are coming which can change their color automatically. Like humans, we have a scratch. Okay. Cars will fill the scratch automatically by their own. Cars if you program and you want the car color to be blue, overnight the car color will be changed to blue. This much technology is coming. One more technology that they are introducing in car is that one car will communicate with other car. Suppose the car A is not giving sign to car B, then car B will tell the car A that I am in an emergency situation. Please give me sign. I want to go because there is an emergency situation with this car. So car A will be automatically move aside and car B will go ahead. So one car will start communicating with other car. This technology there will be introduced soon. One more good technology that Google is working, but this is a little hidden project, and a disclaimer that very less information is available on internet also on this. That, have you heard about 3D printing? Yes. It's very common, right? Now these days, like we have a printer and we can print anything 3D. Google and some associations are working on, like, a disclaimer again, because the information is very short and not over internet. Companies are working on printing 3D organs for human. So suppose blood group O positive need a liver. So liver will be developed and it will be replaced. So 3D printing of human organs is what the current projects are. We are still on the project of worth of seeing 3D printing devices, but technology is reaching to a level where organ 3D printing has been happening. Those things which can be developed, which can be grown, are now like printed like what we can say devices. This is the future and which will be very helpful. Social mobility, analytics and cloud. 4 future that will be there. Like social networking websites, mobility means mobile devices, analytics means we want everything quickly, and cloud computing for storing everything which is there using these 3, social mobility, analytics. So cloud is the base for storing and processing the data. Real-time fast data processing is only possible if the data is stored with us. So I can give you an example of this. So this is the earlier model of broadcasting news. Okay? People used to write everything. And then from authentic source we used to read the news. What is the current situation? Everyone is a news reporter. Right? Because to be a news reporter you need a camera. To broadcast the news you need a platform. So if an accident happens, rather helping, few people start taking videos, few people start being Facebook Live, that this is an incident happened here. So I am directly reporting that incident for you. So earlier the data was generated with a limited number of people. There was authentic sources to generate data. But now everyone is generating data. And since everyone started generating the data, this data has grown very high. With your camera, you are clicking photographs. Each photograph is of 55 MB. Daily, hundreds of photographs got clicked and uploaded. This data is of no use unless and until someone processes it. Collecting data or creating data is not a problem. The problem is processing the data. Then and only then we will tell that this is correct or this is incorrect. Lots of rumors, lot of messages we are coming to WhatsApp. I have submitted one proposal to WhatsApp long back, but unfortunately it doesn't got selected. But what I proposed was a red tick. Okay, there is a blue tick, there is a green tick, right? Delivered, not delivered. I have proposed a red tick. In that, what I said, if some message is there which is unauthentic, rumor, false message, then that should be red. So that one who gets that doesn't forward it. Suppose if I say that today in Latur we are going to see a very big, what we can say, Grahan. False news. Okay. False news. So if someone forward this and this information is not correct, confirm it with all the websites and then make it a red tick, so that no one should forward it. So creating data, processing it, and timely processing is all that matters. So this is again a problem statement that I am telling you, that information which is available online is not 100% correct. So correctness or integrity of information is again a problem that needs to be solved. Now AI, like what does AI is all about? So if a human is communicating someone which is the other side of the wall, and if he gets a response which is just as good as human, then and only then we have reached the level of AI. If this human is able to understand that a machine is responding, then that AI is not up to that particular level. Okay? So this is a good example to understand and how artificial intelligence can help. Now robots, which are very, very useful. These are some of the examples of robot, and robots also need internet-based information which are quietly closely connected to cloud platform. So robots now these days are used for a lot of commercial work. They are used for military purposes. They will be helping us or assisting us. Like 6 months before, if you check the video of Elon Musk, he has shown how robots can communicate as good as humans, understanding emotions and other things. So there is a very good video you can check, that robots are also will be helping us in future. Next to that is generative AI. So generative AI is also very, very important terminology when it comes to AI. Like machine and artificial intelligence, these two things will correlate and help solving a lot of human related problems. We are on this era, Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is the era that we are here. From 1 to 4, it took a lot of time for us to reach, and this era will be there till 2050, in which AI will have a bigger slice along with cloud computing. Okay. One of the major things that I would like to share here on this platform, that big companies, if they want to invest on anything, any technology, they don't invest blindly. They invest from a survey. Like for example, I want to invest my money in some technology. Like for example, if I give you 100 crore and I ask you that invest this 100 crore on technology, which technology you will invest? How will you take that decision of investing that 100 crore? Yes? Current data, current scenario. Okay. So that is a good answer, but I will again tell you one more platform to find that. Okay? It's not related to current. I will tell you a situation. You might be having some of your small kids in your family member, right? Very small kids, 2 years, 3 years. Are they able to use mobile phone?
Yes.
Right? Correct? Now imagine when they will be 20, will they be really happy with this mobile phone? Then, if you are investing on the current technology and you are not making happy to the customer, because this small kid will become customer when he will turn 20, 18, after 18, right? So you are not being able to make him happy by the technology that you are investing in. He will not like that mobile phone. He will not like that wearable watch or anything. So you have to think from that point of view, that this is my customer who is now at his age 3 able to use a mobile phone. When he will be growing 18, what will be his expectation? That should be the thought process. And this is what the industries are thinking. They are thinking from the future point of view. So to think from the future point of view, I will just show you one simple website. See, the Wayback Machine is working. Now, just 2012. See, this is 2012 website is loading now. Okay, and by the time I will show you this. So there is a term called as, a big agency called as Gartner chart. Gartner is one of the world leading agency which tells about which technology will sustain in future. So Gartner's Hyperloop you can search for. So this is Gartner Hyperloop 2022. It will tell you this technology will be there for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And then you can start working on those technologies. Even if you want to select a problem, that if I work on this problem, for example, we discussed on drone, right? Now if you start working on drone, but if Gartner says that drone technology will be only for 5 years. So after 5 years, there will be some other technology which will be overcoming drones. So you have to think, invest your time wisely before choosing a technology that you want to work. And that wise decision can be taken from Gartner. You just have to search Gartner hypercycle and Gartner will tell you everything. This is the hypercycle. The hypercycle will come. So this is the hypercycle, and if I go to images, we can see this. See, this is the cycle. So it will tell you the flow of the technology, like which technology will be going higher, which technology will be coming down, which technology will be 5 years, which technology will be there for 10 years, and which technology will be there for 20 years. So invest your time, effort, money, and problems identification for the technology will be coming in future, like blockchain, security, cyber security, those things. This is a live example of Sophia, which is Hong Kong based AI robot. India's first teacher, Rashmi, which is a robot, and it's a teacher also. So teacher developed this, a video of this is available. Some countries are giving citizenship to robots. Like robots will have Aadhaar card. That is SSN, Social Security Number. So there are few countries which have already started doing this. Because we need to identify robots also, right? Again a disclaimer, there was a project by Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know whether you are aware of this or not. Mark Zuckerberg has made an AI-based system, and that system became so powerful, two machines started communicating with each other in a different language, which human doesn't understand. And they started giving instructions to each other. So again a disclaimer, because it is not from a very authentic source. But then Mark Zuckerberg discussed this issue with Bill Gates. And Bill Gates told him that completely shut down this project because this might affect the future. Because if we don't understand the language of the computers which are communicating, they might start giving instructions and that might down the internet. And it will be very difficult for us to solve that internet problem or any other communication problem. Some companies which are working on AI, cloud and other solutions. You might have heard about fog computing. Like cloud, there is fog. So fog computing means the smaller or intermediate device. Now see, PC, notebook and networking gateway, this comes under the fog devices. Mobile phone sensors, this comes under the edge. And the upper part of it is cloud. So it has been divided in 3 layers: cloud, fog, and then your edge devices. Edge means the last node. There are generations of data center, and this is almost my last topic because I know I'm running out of time. I have only 1 or 2 minutes. So there are data centers because data center needs a lot of cooling. When I showed you the simulation of data center, what it was all about, that data center consumes a lot of power. Why data center consumes a lot of power? Because data center generates a lot of heat. To cool down the data center, we need a lot of power, AC, right? Microsoft proposed to create underwater data center. In 90 days, the data center can be underwater, no cooling requirement, and we can reduce the amount of electricity that data center will be consuming. Project Natics, which is data center generation 10. And these are the places where data centers are there. Almost all data centers are in coastal region, like near to marine lines, because fiber optic communication is there. So this is all over infrastructure, everything, generations, architecture, some cloud models. This I have already discussed. Now last thing before I wind up for question and answer. Now again a disclaimer, because this is also from a very unauthentic source, but I was reading an article, and in that article, like, India is having a lot of history, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 years ago what used to happen. Similar line, Egypt is also having very good history, and Egypt is famous for pyramids, mummy, right? Yes. So we have here in India a god, and which is the only visible god for human, which is Lord Sun, Surya Dev. We can see it from eyes. No other god is visible, correct? Right? Chandra Dev is also there, no? You are forgetting about Chandra Dev, but Chandra Dev take the energy from sun only. So the only visible god is sun. So in Egyptian culture, they have a god called as Re god. And in the ancient articles, they have written that teachers doesn't have to communicate with the student directly. Now, like, someone is there, a teacher is there, they don't used to communicate with the student directly. Teacher used to communicate with sun through light. Those lights communicate with student. So whatever knowledge the teacher want to give to the student, the teacher will give it through light, through sun, and through sun they will get. So beside their location dependency, the student can get that knowledge from any place, because sun is everywhere. This seems very impractical, right? Right? Very impractical. We are communicated via light only now. Fiber optic. Data is transmitting through light. So this was a very good correlation that they have mentioned, that it was real that this can happen, that we can communicate via light. And now it is practically proven, because we are actually using only fiber optic cable for high speed communication. So data centers, internet, AI is totally dependent on the infrastructure that we own. The more powerful infrastructure we own, the more powerful technology the country will have. And silver prices have grown high, you know. Silver is becoming costly because they are used for manufacturing RAM, electronic devices. And electronic devices are used for building powerful AI machines. That's why silver prices are high. And after a few years, again the price might drop. Because once the infrastructure is built, it needs to be maintained. So don't invest on my recommendation. I am just telling you an example, okay? Or else everybody will buy silver because I mentioned it on the speaker. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got good learning from my session. And once again, I would like to thank to the management, to all the team members, and my dear friend Dr. Chowhan. So if you have any questions, please do ask. Yes, please.
Sir, which cloud skill are most valuable for cyber security role?
For cyber security domain, you can go with AWS because a lot of commercial clouds are with AWS. And the second recommendation will be Azure, Microsoft Azure, because both are commercially highly acceptable cloud. And one more thing, if you want to go for cyber security domain, go for ISO 27000 certification, Information Security Auditor. That is one of the best program now these days going on. Information Security Auditor ISO 27001. So you can do that certification. With that you will have a very good career ahead.
What are the most common cloud security mistakes by freshers?
Most common cloud security mistakes by a fresher. See, please sit down. The thing is that, frankly speaking, no company will give access to freshers to cloud because cloud is very complex infrastructure. If freshers do a mistake, it will take months and weeks to repair it. Okay, so for freshers, they will train them on some sandbox. Once they are trained on simulation and sandbox, then they are taken to the cloud. Most of the common problems with cloud is migration, like migrating data from one platform to other platform. That is one of the common problems which people faces in cloud. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, how important are certificates like Azure 900, AWS Cloud Practitioner?
Highly important. Highly important. Okay. Now I will tell you an example. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, MSc IT certification, right? Do MSc IT has developed Word, Excel, PowerPoint? Which company have developed Word, Excel, PowerPoint? Microsoft. So if Microsoft tell you that you are certified of Word, Excel or PowerPoint, so a weightage is different, right? MSc IT can train you. MSc IT is also a good program which can train you, okay? But if you want to do specialization, you have to do it from the product company, okay? So if you do it from product company like AWS, if you do it from a company which is like Google or Azure, Microsoft, you will have a opportunity to understand the product. Using the product and understanding the product, there is a difference, okay? So if you want to be into developer or infrastructure management, you need to have global certification. I will tell you one website, you can put this name, cognitiveclass.ai. Free website for doing IBM certification. Cognitiveclass.ai. Cognitiveclass.ai. Free certifications you can do from IBM. Yes, please.
At the start of your session, you give us an example of car. So, according to that example, if we use the hard disk for saving our data, we can use hard disk in multiple laptops or computers.
Right.
So, why we need the cloud computing or cloud database?
A very good question. Now, how much data is there with YouTube? Billions, right?
Database.
Like in terabytes it is, right? Can we, zettabytes. Can we store that much in hard disk with us? No. So if you have a cloud storage, you can scale according to your requirement. Now let us say that you have 1 GB of hard disk. In 2 years that hard disk is full. Then you will buy one more hard disk. Then you will buy more hard disk. Like that you have to create a rack of your own. But what if you have taken the cloud platform? You just need to upgrade the subscription and data will be accessible from anywhere. For hard disk, you need to carry it, right? For cloud-based storage, you don't need to carry it. You just need to remember username and password and the data is with you anywhere. So that's why renting that storage is a better option rather than buying that storage. Hard disk cost will be 3,000 and it will increase. If hard disk got crashed, who will be responsible for the data? But if server is down, company will give full backup of the data to you from the other server. So rather keeping that service as another thing with us, we should go with renting option of storage. Yes, please.
What about the privacy concerns? What if the data centers gets hacked?
Very good question, because security is also important. But how many times our email account got hacked? 0.01%, right? How much money we are paying for our email IDs? Now imagine you start paying, security will be more or less. So it's very less possibility that your data get hacked if you keep it in a good company. Don't keep your data in a very normal company. Keep your data in a very good company. Good company will take care of your data. Like big companies like Google, Microsoft, AWS, like that. Yes, someone more was asking a question. Yeah, please.
I just completed one AWS workshop 2 months ago. So in that workshop, on the AWS, we create the computer online. I can ask question about this.
Yeah,
So if our physical computer is was less required, and the AWS computer is highly, अगर वो ज़्यादा पावरफुल हो तो क्या हमारा कम पावरफुल कंप्यूटर पर वो चल सकता है?
Yes, because you need only powerful internet connection. Connectivity is important. Infrastructure is with AWS. I will tell you one example. Searching a file in your laptop. For example, one file you want to search on your laptop, and searching a file on Google, which will show you fast result. Google or your computer? Fine, your computer is local with you.
Yes.
Google server is there in America. Why it is faster?
Processing power.
See, Google works on BigQuery, which can process billions of instructions in nanoseconds. Your computer is very less powerful. That's why it takes a lot of time for searching the files. That's why you only need a good internet. That's it. Infrastructure is very powerful. With very powerful software OS, everything is optimized. Okay, see there might be more questions, but according to the time constraint, you can connect me back anytime. You just search my name on internet. My profile is available. You can connect me anytime. If anyone wants to perform any research or any problem statement we need to discuss, we can definitely discuss. Okay? So yes?
Reply by Telegram.
Yes. I definitely reply. That is the reason I am here, because this is one of the additional thing I do, like to support the student community. But I will tell you the best platform to connect with me. The best platform to connect with me is LinkedIn. Okay? Just send a request on LinkedIn. The moment I see the name of this college, I will accept your request. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Parag, for this very interesting session of cloud computing. So I would like to request Dr. S.S. Chowhan, sir. Please share your thoughts on this session.
Thank you, Dr. Parag, sir. So he spoke many things about the cloud computing and all those things. And he also spoke about organ 3D printing, and he gave the example of O positive. I am the O positive. So next time, if it is required, definitely I will contact you. So again, he has discussed the big data. Initially, big data had started with 3 V's: volume, velocity, and variety. The 3 has been extended to 5 V's. 5 has been extended to 7 V's. 7 is extended to 9. 9 is extended to 11. Now it has become a V family. Big volume, velocity, veracity, variety, all those things. So, considering all these things, once again, Dr. Parag, Kaveri sir, within one call he has accepted my invitation. So as I said, keeping into the students' mind, it was all of a sudden our chairman sir discussed with me to arrange such type of event. So starting, I was searching whom I have to call. So first call went to Parag sir, and in the evening I called him. I think I have not disturbed on that day. Am I? No.
Your calls are always welcome.
So he has accepted, and once again thanks a lot to being here and delivering such a nice session. Thank you.
I would like to request Dr. sir to felicitate Dr. Parag Kaveri sir by offering a certificate, memento and a bouquet. Thank you very much, sir, for being here and sharing very important, valuable information with us on cloud computing.
Thank you.
So the next session will deliver
Dr. Rakesh.
continuously the keynote address by Dr. Rakesh Deore sir, and this session is chaired by Dr. D.H. Mahamuni ma'am. So I'd like to call Dr. D.H. Mahamuni ma'am on the stage, and I request Motegakar ma'am to felicitate Dr. D.H. Mahamuni ma'am by offering a bouquet. Now I would like to request Professor T.S. Gilbert sir to felicitate Dr. Rakesh Deore sir by offering a bouquet. Dr. Rakesh Deore sir is an associate professor from Lake Karmaveer, Dr. P.R. Ghogrey Science College, Dhule, and his specialization in AI. So I would like to request Dr. Rakesh Deore sir, please deliver the session.
Good afternoon, students. So this is the last session. So we say that this is an era of AI, and a lot of the people talk about AI. But actually, in this session, we see how practically we implement that particular thing in ChatGPT or other search models. And even there is one big area, just like cloud computing, that is LLM, large language models. How these models works and how they are useful for our day-to-day activity. Okay. So for that, first I have to switch in Marathi for some particular concept. So are you comfortable with Marathi? Yes. Okay. So how AI works actually means how that ChatGPT works. Okay. So suppose you have to complete the sentence in Marathi. Okay. मी उद्या गावाला. Complete the sentence. जाणार आहे. Right? Okay. So you generated that particular thing. Okay. Tomorrow I am going to. Now this is in English. So tomorrow I am going to, or I will go to home. I will go to Akkalkot. There are so many things, right? So what is the difference between Marathi and English? Marathi is more predictable, right? Or we say that we love Marathi, that's why we say that Marathi is more predictable. Now let's take one thing, just take live application in Marathi. This one particular word, live application, okay? So any one of you can generate some sentences in Marathi for live application? Yes, yes?
मी आजारी होते त्यामुळे मला 2 दिवसाची सुट्टी हवी होती.
Okay.
ठीक. So what we call this thing? Text generation. Text generation. I just say live application. What she said? मी आजारी होते म्हणून मी 2 दिवस शाळेत येऊ शकले नाही, कॉलेजला येऊ शकले. राईट? हा, मी म्हटलं तर लिव्ह ऍप्लिकेशन. कॉन्टेक्स्ट बघा, कॉन्टेक्स्ट कसा होता? कॉन्टेक्स्ट कोणासाठी घेतला? कॉलेजसाठी घेतला. कारण की ते कुठे वर्क करतायत? कॉलेज. जाय ना आवाज काही इश्यू? बंद आहे का? ठीक आहे. सगळ्यात महत्त्वाची गोष्ट काय आहे की कॉन्टेक्स्ट. की तुम्ही पाहिलं कॉन्टेक्स्ट कॉलेज आहे. आता मला हे डिटेल मध्ये एक्सप्लेन करायचं असेल तर मी काय सांगेल की आय एम अ टीचर and I want to write a leave application for myself. What you said? I am a student and I want to write a leave application. So what is the next thing? Leave application. Next question. For how many days? What is the reason? Right? There are so many things. So suppose you have not completed your homework, right? You are seated in the classroom and teacher is asking why you are not completed your homework. So the first student say, sir मी आजारी होतो त्यामुळे मी येऊ शकतो. मी म्हटलं अरे तू आजारी होता ना, दाखव काय काय तू तुझ्याकडे आहे. मग मी विचार करतोय की अरे यार आजारी तू सांगू नाही शकत होता कारण की माझ्याकडे प्रूफ आहेत का. म्हणजे कॉन्टेक्स्ट आपलं चेंज होतं. राईट? आणि खोटं बोलताना बघा तुम्हाला चेन ऑफ काय काय खोटं बोललेलं आहे ते तुम्हाला मेंटेन करावं लागतं. राईट? तसं चॅट जीपीटी. तुम्हाला काय वाटतं चॅट जीपीटी कडे मेमरी असेल का? नाही. किंवा तो जे पण आपण विचारतोय त्याचा तो ट्रॅक मेंटेन करतो का? करत. करतं नाही करत, सेव्ह करतं नाही करत. हॅव यू सर्च दॅट? Okay, sometimes suppose the information is important. Suppose it's your name. So for that particular thread it can remember your name. But for the other thread it will not remember your cursor. Okay? Now for what we discuss here, the context. Now suppose there are some teachers from biotechnology here and they ask me about the biotechnology. Some questions about biotechnology. Then what I do? Actually, I don't know anything about biotechnology. Right? I am not the expert. What I said? I am not the expert of biotechnology. I am the expert of computer science. So again, what is computer science? Again, that is vague actually. So, sir, are you interested in image processing? Are you interested in artificial intelligence? Again, there are so many branches. Means computer needs specificity. Suppose if I want to write some essay about anything, just take any district. I want to write some essay about the district. I just say essay on district. So what is in a technical language we call it as a prompt. We call it as a prompt. So what I said? Essay on district. Okay? Anyone? Say something about that thing. Essay on district. Or what question you think about?
Which district? On which district?
On which district? Yeah. What are the other questions?
Where the district is located.
Where the district is located. Essay on district, right? So whenever I say district, so you are saying that which district, where the district is located. Means for text generation, no data is available to you, right? And if you say same thing on ChatGPT, what do you do? It will print lines of context. Lines of context. Let's suppose XYZ is a district. Okay, so it will print dash dash is the population of that particular district. This is the speciality of district. Means machines think better than us. Right? They do have data about that particular thing or they do not have. They have structure about that thing. Once you know the structure, you can do the thing. Right? Now, I think you are computer students. Right? You are writing programs. Can someone tell me the logic of addition of number? A plus B is equal to C. What about prime numbers? Anybody? Yes? Huh? No? Prime numbers. What about factorial? Factorial. Okay. So you can take a loop, and in that loop you can calculate the factorial of a particular number. But for the next generation people, actually they don't need to write a program, right? They just write to check. They just insert 5 and you will get the answer of 5 as 120 in the factorial, right? Now let's consider 25. 25. What you say about 25? Square of 5. Okay. Just one thing. It is a square of 5. It is a positive number. It is a whole number, odd number, 2-digit number, right? Okay. So now suppose if I want to write a particular program that given number is prime or not, and I don't want to write any logic about that particular program, then what I do? I can ask to ChatGPT. Right? Suppose 11 is a prime number. I just say 11 is a check whether 11 is prime number or not. It can give me answer yes or no. Or it can detailedly explain why 11 is a prime number. Right? Do you know the analogy of ChatGPT? How it works? Analogy of ChatGPT.
ChatGPT एक चॅट बेस मॉडेल आहे. ज्यावेळेस आपण एक प्रॉम्प्ट किंवा जे टेक्स्ट असतं आपलं कमांड असतं त्याच्या टेक्स्टमध्ये इनपुट करतो, तो जातो त्याच्या बेस मॉडेलला जो आहे जीपीटी एक बेस मॉडेल लार्ज LLM, त्यामधून तो RAG मेथड थ्रू जे रिस्पॉन्स जनरेट करतो आणि ते परत आपल्याकडे जातो.
बरोबर. हे टेक्निकली झालं. आता आपण असं विचार करू की देवाने आपल्याला खूप छान दिलं, बोलता येत आपल्याला छान पद्धतीने. आपण बोलण्याला कधी पैसे लावले आहेत? म्हटलं जो जास्त बोलेल त्याला जास्त पैसा लागेल. मुलींना जास्त लागेल, टीचरला जास्त पैसे द्यावे लागतील. बरोबर. टीचर जास्त बोलतात. हा म्हणजे बघा, बोलण्याचे पैसे. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हटलं ऐकण्याचे पण पैसे लागतील. ते आवडेल म्हटलं सर. बरोबर आहे की? तर मग आपल्याला बोलण्याचे पैसे लागतील आणि ऐकण्याचे पैसे लागतील. हा एक कॉन्टेक्स्ट झाला ऍक्च्युअली. मग तुम्ही म्हणता सर बोलण्याचे पैसे आणि ऐकण्याचे पैसे म्हणजे कसं काय? मग आता आपण म्हटलं की ChatGPTला आपण काय देतो? प्रॉम्प्ट देतो. तुम्ही लिहितात प्रॉम्प्ट जे आहेत ते, राईट? ते प्रॉम्प्ट तो अंडरस्टँड करतो आणि त्याच्यावरनं तुम्हाला रिझल्ट रिटर्न करतो. बरोबर आहे? मग त्या प्रॉम्प्टची जी लेंथ आहे, इनपुट लेंथ, जे इनपुट घेतलं त्या पद्धतीने तो पैसे आकारतो. उत्तर ज्या प्रमाणात देईल त्या प्रमाणात ते पैसे आकारतात. आता तुम्ही जर ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही एक सिंपल प्रॉम्प्ट लिहितात आणि त्या प्रॉम्प्टनंतर तुम्हाला खूप सारे उत्तर येतात, बघा आपला आनंद होतो ऍक्च्युअली. पण तेच तुमचं पेड मॉडेल असेल तर त्या पेड मॉडेलला तुम्हाला पैसे पे करावे लागतात. म्हणजे जेव्हा पे करायला येतं त्यावेळेस काय करतो मग आपण? आता मी म्हटलं 11 हा प्राईम नंबर आहे का? सिंपल प्रॉम्प्ट आहे. तो सगळं लिहून देईल मला, 11 बद्दलची माहिती सगळी लिहून देईल. मी त्याला काय सांगेल? फक्त येस आणि नो एवढं उत्तर आहे. फायदा काय? त्याने जी डिटेल अनालिसिस दिलेली आहे त्याची मला गरज नाही. बरोबर की? उत्तर मला पाहिजे आहे. आता तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल ChatGPT फ्री व्हर्जन मध्ये तुम्हाला अवेलेबल आहे, राईट? आता याच्या पुढचे जेवढे पण मॉडेल आपण तयार करू, सॉफ्टवेअर तयार करू, ते सगळे हे जे पर्टिक्युलर लँग्वेज मॉडेल्स आहेत त्याचे थ्रेड वापरून आपण सगळं वर्किंग करणार. म्हणून मी तुम्हाला म्हटलं ना की नेक्स्ट जनरेशनला लॉजिक विचारायची गरज नाही. डू यू नो ॲब्स्ट्रॅक्शन? ॲब्स्ट्रॅक्शन म्हणजे काय माहिती आहे? लास्ट बेंचर्स आपण बोलतो कसं, ऐकतो कसं सांगता येईल का? माझा आवाज येतोय का तुझ्या मनात? इकडे आपण ऐकतो कसं कोणा सांगते? आपल्याला ऐकू कसं येतं? मागे नाही? एक फिजिकल ऍक्टिव्हिटी जस्ट फक्त मी लेफ्ट म्हणेल तेव्हा राईट हात वरती करायचं, राईट म्हणेल तेव्हा लेफ्ट हात. ट्राय करू, तुम्हाला ऐकू कसं येतं आपण चेकआउट करू. यस, काय करायचंय? सगळ्यांनी पार्टिसिपेट करायचं आहे आपल्याला. जे काय कसं शेवटचे लोक झोपलेत वाटत ना, आपलं उत्तर देत नाहीत ते. ठीक आहे, चला स्टार्ट. लेफ्ट. ठीक आहे. तर ऍक्च्युली माझा बऱ्यापैकी रिसर्च जो तो ब्रेन मध्ये पण आहे. ब्रेन फंक्शनिंग आपलं कसं काम करतं. तर बघा, अगदी इझी ऍक्टिव्हिटी राहिलीच तुम्ही केली असती, मला तुमचं मोर कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन काय होतं, मी काय बोलतोय, लेफ्ट बोलतोय का राईट बोलतोय त्या विचारामध्ये. आणि मग आपला बऱ्यापैकी लोकांना आपण एक प्रॉब्लेम असतो, लेफ्ट काय असतो राईट काय असतो. बरोबर की ठीक आहे. टॉपिक परतचे येते. तर आता प्रॉम्प्ट बद्दल म्हटलं तर तुम्ही म्हणता सर आता तुम्ही म्हटलं की प्रॅक्टिकल इम्प्लिमेंटेशन दाखवतो तुम्हाला याचं जे येते. तर आता चॅट जीपीटीचा मोर युटिलायझेशन आपण जे आता आम्ही समजा टीचर आहे तर आम्ही मेनली जे टीचिंग ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे त्याच्यामध्ये करतो. प्लस समजा तर क्वेश्चन पेपर काढायचे असेल समजा आम्हाला, जे क्वेश्चन पेपर काढायचे काय वाटतं तुम्हाला काय काय केलं पाहिजे? एक क्वेश्चन पेपर मला काढायचे पर्टिक्युलर सिलेबस, मी काय केलं पाहिजे? सिलेबस असलं पाहिजे, अजून इम्पॉर्टंट टॉपिक असले पाहिजे. बरं, काय कसली इन्फॉर्मेशन? मोर अँड मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन असली पाहिजे. ठीक आहे. अजून एक महत्त्वाचं कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिसिंग आहे. बरं, टीचर कोणी सांगू शकेल का? राईट, एक्सपिरियन्स मॅटर्स. ठीक आहे. तर आपल्याला गरज कसली आहे ऍक्च्युअली की क्वेश्चन पेपरचा पॅटर्न कसा असेल, राईट. हा, आता पुढे अजून काय म्हणणार त्याच्यावर आपल्याला सांगायला पाहिजे की क्वेश्चन कसे असले पाहिजे, लॉजिकल असले पाहिजे, थिओरिटिकल असले पाहिजे, राईट. हा, मग एवढी सगळी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपण चॅट जीपीटीला दिली की तो आपल्याला काय करून देईल, एक पर्टिक्युलर क्वेश्चन पेपर जे आहे तो आपल्याला कळवतो. हा, त्याच्या पुढचं ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन काय करावं लागेल आपल्याला? त्याचं पुढचं ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन काय असेल? प्रिंटिंग. फर्स्ट आपल्याला त्याला वर्ड फॉर्मॅट मध्ये ट्रान्सफॉर्म करावं, रिक्वायर्ड फॉर्मॅट मध्ये त्याला काय करावं लागेल, ट्रान्सफॉर्म करावं लागेल. मग तुम्ही जे पण काही प्रॉम्प्ट वापरले त्याप्रमाणे वापरतात का? जसं मी डिस्कस करत होतो, मी कसं म्हणतोय की ह्या पद्धतीने प्रॉम्प्ट पाहिजे असं तो वापरतात का? बरं, शेअर मार्केट मध्ये किती लोक काम करतात? मी आता मागे ऐकलं होतं स्क्रीन ट्रेडिंग वगैरे शब्द ऐकलं होतं मला. ठीक आहे. तर तुम्ही जे पण काही चार्ट अनालिसिस करतो आपण ते सगळं आपल्याला चॅट जीपीटी थ्रू जे आहे ते वर्क करता येतं आणि त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला डिसिजन पण घेता येतं. ठीक आहे. आता आपण बोललो भरपूर वेळ झाला, पण खूप प्रॅक्टिकली त्याला कसं इम्प्लिमेंट करायचं आहे असं. ठीक आहे. हा, तर पहिलं डिस्कशन आपण केलं म्हणजे बघा चॅट जीपीटीवर तुम्ही जे पण काही प्रॉम्प्ट लिहितात ते तुम्ही स्वतःला अनालाइज करू शकता की तुमचे प्रॉम्प्ट किती चांगले आहेत, तुम्ही कसा पर्सन आहात हे तुम्ही चॅट जीपीटीच्या त्याच्या कॉन्व्हर्सेशनवर तुम्हाला सांगू शकतो की तुम्ही कसे पर्सन आहात, काय काय इन्फॉर्मेशन कशी देताय. चला पाहू पहिल्यांदा. ठीक आहे बाबा, ही जी स्क्रीन आहे, ही जी पर्टिक्युलर स्क्रीन आहे ही खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे आणि याच्याशी जितक्या चांगल्या पद्धतीने आपण कम्युनिकेट करू शकतो तितक्या चांगल्या पद्धतीने रिझल्ट तुम्हाला मिळतील, राईट. एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल घेतलं, समजा आपल्याला विचारलं की आपण कोण आहोत असं, मग आपण म्हणतो की मी पहिला इंडियन हा शब्द येतो, मग महाराष्ट्रीयन येतो, मग खानदेश येतो, मग विदर्भ येतो, मग स्पेसिफिक म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय, जसं आपण खालच्या लेवलला जातो त्या पद्धतीने त्याची ग्रॅन्युलरिटी जी आहे ती त्या प्रमाणे वाढत जाते आणि त्या पद्धतीने आपण त्याचं एक्सप्लेनेशन करू शकतो. आता बघा आता मी काय म्हटलं,
तुम्ही मी बी म्हटलं असं की सर प्रेझेंटेशन वगैरे काही करून नाही आलेले नाही असं काही प्रेझेंटेशन सगळं इथेच आहे आपल्याकडे समोरच आहे सर्वचे. जसं सर म्हटले की क्लाउड राहिलं की आपल्याला कुठे पेन ड्राईव्ह घेऊन जायची पण गरज पडणार नाही असं सिंपल. फक्त महत्वाची गोष्ट काय आहे मी त्याला म्हटलं की लॅपटॉप कनेक्टिव्हिटी पाहिजे आणि इंटरनेट कनेक्टिव्हिटी पाहिजे ते पण इम्पॉर्टंट पार्ट बरोबर ना. हा तर त्याला सिंपल प्रश्न केला की एक्सप्लेन यू मॉडेल हाऊ यू वर्क्स म्हणजे चॅटजीपीटी म्हटलं की तू कशाबद्दल वर्क करतो त्याबद्दल मला तू त्या ठिकाणी सांग किंवा तुझ्याबद्दलची इन्फॉर्मेशन जी आहे ती सांग. मग त्याने मला त्याबद्दलची इन्फॉर्मेशन जे आहे ते दिली. हा मग त्याने काय म्हटलं की मी विचार नाही करत मी काय करतो प्रेडिक्ट करतो नेक्स्ट वाक्य काय असेल नेक्स्ट कंटेंट काय असेल. हा त्याचं एक चांगलं एक्झाम्पल बघा मी म्हटलं असं की मी उद्या गावाला तुम्ही म्हटलं की जाणार तुम्ही उद्या गावाला जा म्हणजे जाणार हा शब्द तुम्ही प्रेडिक्ट केला. हा आता मी सांगितलं की मी धुळ्याहून आलोय मी धुळ्याच्या एसपी सायन्स कॉलेजमध्ये लेक्चरर म्हणून काम करतो आहे. उद्या मला कॉलेजला अर्जंट काम आहे आणि त्यामुळे मला उद्या तर तुम्ही काय म्हणणार तर धुळ्याला जावं लागेल. मग आता किती कॉन्टेक्स्ट दिला मी तुम्हाला पहिल्यांदा फक्त एवढं दिलं होतं की उद्या गावाला म्हटलं जाणार राईट. कोणत्या गावाला जाणार याच्याबद्दल माहिती होती का ते केव्हा माहित पडलं स्पेसिफिक सांगितलं की मी धुळ्याला एसपी मध्ये म्हणलं सर काय गॅरंटी तुम्ही धुळ्याला जाणार मे बी तुम्ही अक्कलकोट पण जाऊ शकता तिकडनं पण मी काय म्हणतोय नो डेटा नो आन्सर. डेटा आहे का आपल्याकडे त्याबद्दलची गोष्ट ठीक आहे. मग हा सगळं कसं गेम आहे प्रेडिक्शन. माझं बघा त्याला म्हटलं की आपण जे बोलतो आता आपण वर्गात तुम्हाला उभं केलं तुम्हाला उत्तर देत नसेल तर तुमचे मित्र तुम्हाला काय करतात आन्सर देतात ना त्यालाच काय म्हणतो आपण एक प्रकारे प्रॉम्प्टिंग असं म्हणतो बरोबर ना. आता समजा मी असं विचारलं असं विचारलं तर जो अननोन व्यक्ती असेल मला तो सांगेल की सर आता 4:20 मिनिटं झालेली असेल आणि माझा फ्रेंड असेल तो म्हणेल फक्त 5 मिनिटं म्हणजे लेक्चर संपायला किती मिनिटं बाकी फक्त 5 मिनिटं म्हणजे जर काय की तो अंडरस्टँड करतो की आपल्याला काय हवं आहे असं तसं इथे पण हो. मग आता आपण म्हटलं असतं की त्याने बघा सांगितलंय की प्रॉम्प्ट लिहिताना काय यायला पाहिजे जसं धानराज सर सकाळी म्हटले की तुम्हाला प्रश्न विचारता येते फक्त वाय शब्द पुढे लावायचा आणि त्याच्या पुढे कॉन्टेक्स्ट लिहायचे फक्त तेच सर्व काय आहे बघा कशा पद्धतीने हाऊ वाय स्टेप्स आणि कम्पेअर. जनरल लाईफ मध्ये आपण 4 गोष्टी करत असतो की नाही कंपॅरिझन म्हटलं तुझा मोबाईल छान माझ्यापेक्षा तो अभ्यास कसा करतो प्रश्न काय असतात आपल्या याच पद्धतीने असतात. मग ते सगळं हाऊ वाय स्टेप्स आणि कम्पेअर. माझं बघा यांनी म्हटलंय की प्रॉम्प्ट इंजिनिअरिंग म्हणजे काय आहे थोडक्यात त्यांनी म्हटलं की आपलं काय ए आणि आपल्याला काय करायचंय डिफरंट प्रॉम्प्ट जे आहे ते रेडी करायचे आहे. मग आता प्रॉम्प्ट तयार करताना त्यांनी बघा गुड प्रॉम्प्ट काय असतो तर समोरच्या व्यक्तीला काय सांगायचं असतो त्याचा रोल सांगायचा असतो राईट. आज आम्हाला सांगितलं की आज तुम्ही आज रिसोर्स पर्सन आहात असं आणि बघा म्हणजे मी चव्हाण सरांना म्हटलं होतं सर की तू माझं सेशन इतकं शेवटी ठेवलंय मुलं थांबतील का म्हटलं. मग तो म्हटला की अरे इकडचे स्टुडंट्स तू पाहिले नाही ते पूर्ण वेळ बसतील म्हटलं आमच्याकडे तर मुलं लगेच 5 मिनिटात 10 मिनिटात गायब होतात. पण तसं मला खरंच म्हणजे तुमचं एक म्हणजे थँक्यू म्हणायचं तुम्हाला खरंच की तुम्ही इतक्या वेळ शांत पद्धतीने बसताय मेनली अटेंटिव्ह आहात. आता कसं असतं माहिती का लेक्चररला कळतं की मुलं अटेंटिव्ह केव्हा आहेत जेव्हा त्याला प्रश्न विचारला तर काय होतं समजा तुम्ही एखादी मुलगी पाहायला गेले आणि त्या मुलीला तुम्ही प्रश्न नाही विचारले जनरली काय ऑप्शन आवडली तसं आहे तुम्ही त्या व्यक्तीला प्रश्न विचारले म्हणजे काय कॉन्टेक्स्ट आवडलं नाही प्रॉब्लेम. तर बघा त्याला आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल त्याचा रोल सांगावा लागेल राईट. त्याला काय टास्क करायची आहे ती सांगावी लागेल. आता उदाहरणार्थ बघा थोडं बीपी कन्सर्न होता मी म्हटलं असं अॅनालाइज माय बीपी असं मग तुम्हाला म्हटलं असं नको विचारलं अॅनालाइज माय बीपी तुम्हाला सांग तुझे लेवल किती आहे बायको जास्त त्रास देते का बरोबर आहे की म्हणजे बीपी आता माझ्या मित्राची मिसेस गावाला गेली त्याला म्हटलं पुढचे 15 दिवस बीपी मोज नॉर्मल लेवलला राहील
तर अनालाइज बीपी हे महत्वाचं नाही. तो मला काय विचारतो, तुला डायबिटीस आहे का, तुझी बीपीची लेवल किती आहे, तू गोळी घेतो का, रेग्युलर घेतो का, हे सगळं मी सांगितलं पाहिजे. मी रेग्युलर गोळी घेतो, माझ्या सगळ्या कंडिशन्स नॉर्मल आहे, तरी पण माझा बीपी एवढा आहे. मग तेव्हा तुम्हाला त्याच्यावरचे उत्तर जे आहेत ते, आणि मग मला त्याला परत सांगायचं आहे की बाबा असं एक्सप्लेनेशन दे की ज्याच्याने माझा बीपी अजून वाढणार एका नॉर्मल रेंज मध्ये. दॅट इज कन्स्ट्रेंट. हे बघ, कन्स्ट्रेंट, लिमिट्स अँड रूल्स. कन्स्ट्रेंट खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. कन्स्ट्रेंट केव्हा कामात पडते, आता जस्ट इमॅजिन करा की नळावर पाणी येतं, सांगितलं तर उद्यापासून जितकं पाणी वापरणार त्याच्यावर बंदी आहे, म्हणजे तुम्हाला टॅक्स पे करावा लागेल. तुमच्या हॅबिट्स मध्ये काय काय फरक पडेल, गाडी धुणार नाही शक्यतो, शेताचं पाणी मागायला तर बरोबर आहे की नाही. म्हणून मग कन्स्ट्रेंट इम्पॉर्टंट असतं. तुम्ही सरळ काय असं एवढंच द्या फक्त इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन एक्झाम मध्ये जेवढं इम्पॉर्टंट असतं तेवढं, बाकीचं मारू नका सांगा आम्हाला. बरोबर आहे की. दॅट इज कन्स्ट्रेंट. ऍज अ स्टुडंट कन्स्ट्रेंट काय राहतील, सर आम्हाला सगळं समजलं पाहिजे, आमचं लॉजिक पक्का व्हायला पाहिजे, राईट. मग इथे दिलं बघा पुअर प्रॉम्प्ट्स आणि गुड प्रॉम्प्ट्स. हे बघा इथे पुअर प्रॉम्प्ट. तुम्ही अशी ऍडव्हर्टाइजमेंट पण पाहिली असेल बघा की तुम्ही शक्यतो चॅट जीपीटी गुगल वर जसं गुगल करतात त्याप्रमाणे वापरू नका, त्याला एका चांगल्या अप्रोच मध्ये युटिलाइज करा असेल. सो द पुअर प्रॉम्प्ट इज एक्सप्लेन ब्लड प्रेशर अँड द गुड प्रॉम्प्ट इज ब्लड प्रेशर कोणाला दाखवायला जातात तुम्ही, कार्डिओलॉजिस्ट, राईट. ऍक्ट ॲज अ कार्डिओलॉजिस्ट, एक्सप्लेन गुड ब्लड प्रेशर इन सिंपल वर्ड्स. नाव आता कोणाला एक्सप्लेन करायचं, आता हे जे चॅट जीपीटी माझी सावित्री मुलगी जी मध्ये वापरत असते, त्यामुळे त्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट मध्ये त्याने काय केलं, 6th स्टँडर्ड. आता लहान मुलं किती निरागस असतात बघा, ते चॅट जीपीटीला म्हणतात असं की मला 2 मिनिटात एक फिगर काढून दे, 2 मिनिटात चित्र काढून दे. चॅट जीपीटी काय म्हणतो, मी 2 मिनिटं थांबतो मग तुला चित्र काढून देतो. करून लागले. म्हणजे तुमचं सगळं ऐकतो माझं. ठीक आहे. ट्रेडिंग बद्दल म्हटलं बघा, चार्ट आहे, अनालाइज चार्ट असं म्हटलं. त्याच्याने काय होतं, मला काय हवं आहे ना ते द्यावं लागतं. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा, समजा ट्रेडिंग व्यू ही जी नाही पर्टिक्युलर वेबसाईट आहे की ज्याच्यावर काय असते, चार्ट बद्दलची इन्फॉर्मेशन जी आहे ती दिलेली असते. पण ठीक आहे, तिकडे नसेल मी इकडे जायचं, तुम्हाला त्याचं कंटेंट मिळते. हे बघा, आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल इथे एक थ्रेड मी जनरेट केलं होतं मागे असं की निफ्टी अँड बँक निफ्टी अनालिसिस. नेटवर्कला काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे ऍक्च्युली. नेट स्लो आहे ठीक आहे. तर ती वेबसाईट ओपन होती तोपर्यंत आपण जे डिस्कशन केलं होतं, फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा, तर समजा त्याच्याबद्दल आपण म्हटलं होतं की क्वेश्चन पेपर आपल्याला कशी सेट करायची. फॉर एक्झाम्पल लक्ष द्या बघा, समजा माझ्याकडे एखादा क्वेश्चन पेपरचा एक पर्टिक्युलर पॅटर्न असेल समजा, सेटिंग वगैरे काय आहे का त्याच्यात? MSc
You can sit there only. Chair across the.
Chair.
ठीक आहे, आता हा एक डेटा सायन्स एक पर्टिक्युलर पेपर आहे समजा. हा पर्टिक्युलर पेपर पॅटर्न जो आहे तो मी
अपलोड केलेला आहे.
आणि तात्पुरतं मी म्हटलं की अनालाइज क्वेश्चन पेपर पॅटर्न.
तर बघा एक प्रकारचं समरायझेशन तो करतो ऍक्च्युअली. तर बघा हा पर्टिक्युलर पॅटर्न जो आहे तो त्याने मला तिथून अनालाइज करून दिला. क्वेश्चन पेपर पॅटर्न जो आहे तो अनालाइज झाला. म्हणजे जर तुम्ही ती पर्टिक्युलर हे पाहिली समजा हा पर्टिक्युलर पेपर होता डेटा सायन्सचा. आणि जर बघा इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिल्या होत्या त्याने क्वेश्चन्स राहू दिले आणि पॅटर्न जो आहे तो एक्सट्रॅक्ट केला. राईट. याला काय म्हणणार तुम्ही? याला टर्म मध्ये काय म्हणणार? पॅटर्न अंडरस्टँडिंग अँड एक्सट्रॅक्शन. Pattern understanding and extraction. Mining. Okay. So suppose this is the chart, right? And suppose I translate this chart like this. I just copy the image. I take a new chart here as a expert in Bank Nifty, analyze chart for swing trading. So it will say market structure is bearish. See Monday whether Bank Nifty breaks below 59,000. It predict the market condition for Monday. So it will give you the better information and also the setups. On which setups you have to work. So first you study the details of share market and after that you can check the authenticity of chart analysis of ChatGPT and then you can utilize it for yourself. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.
Any questions?
सर AI मध्ये कन्सेप्ट तो सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस, तो जो कन्सेप्ट आहे तो सध्या पॉसिबल नाही. तर त्याचे रिझन्स काय आहेत? टेक्निकल इश्यूज आहेत, म्हणजे टेक्निकल लिमिटेशन्स आहेत. कारण खूप साऱ्या कंपनीज आहेत, $1 बिलियन कंपनीज आहेत, ज्यांच्याकडे खूप रिसोर्सेस आणि पैसा खूप आहे, तरी ते पॉसिबल झालं नाही आजकाल. मग ते सायंटिफिकली पॉसिबल नाही का टेक्निकल इश्यूज आहेत?
ऍक्च्युली मशीन थिंकच करत नाही ना मेनली. आता समजा फॉर एक्झाम्पल शेअर मार्केटमध्ये मी समजा 1 कोटी रुपये टाकले समजा आणि ट्रेड माझ्या अगेन्स्ट गेला, राईट? तर ट्रेडिंग मध्ये लोक पैसा का गमवतात की त्यांना काय सांगितलं ठीक आहे थोडा लॉस झाला ना अजून थोडं होऊ दे, राईट? मशीन मध्ये काय असतो? स्ट्रिक्टनेस असतो. त्याला जर सांगितलं ह्या लेवलला ब्रेक करायचं कंटे तो त्या लेवलला ब्रेक करून तो त्यावेळेस विचार नाही करणार. समजा एखाद्याने होमवर्क केला नाही आणि त्यासाठी आपण शिक्षा देतोय. टीचर आणि मशीन मध्ये काय फरक आहे तू सांग? टीचर आणि मशीन मध्ये फरक आहे?
मशीन स्वतःहून जोपर्यंत काही कमांड देत नाही तोपर्यंत काय टास्क करत नाही. टीचर थिंकिंग माइंड असते त्यामुळे स्वतःच्या माइंड.
ठीक आहे, याच्यात तू उत्तर अर्धा देऊन टाकलं की टीचर स्वतःचं माइंड वापरतो, मशीनकडे माइंडच नाही वापरण्यासाठी. ठीक आहे. दुसरी गोष्ट काय की बायसनेस आहे माझ्याकडे. समजा तू खूप हुशार स्टुडंट आहे समजा आणि तू एखाद दिवशी होमवर्क नाही केला तर मी काय करायला पाहिजे? ठीक आहे, जाऊ दे उद्या लिहू ना. जनरली असं सांगेल म्हणजे बरोबर आहे का? बायसनेस थोडासा जे मशीन काय करेल, त्याला जी इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिलेली आहे की याला असंच करायचं तो त्यावेळेस ते आणणार नाही. त्याला तू आणू कसं शकतो ती गोष्ट? जी तेवढं चांगलं झालं असतं तर मग माणूस याची गरज नाही पडणार. मग आला मस्त म्हणत तसंच होईल. त्यामुळे मग मेनली पहिला प्रॉब्लेम हाच आहे की टेक्निकल डिफिकल्टी आहे ते इम्प्लिमेंटेशन करण्यासाठी. कारण की काही गोष्टी ज्या आहेत त्या प्रोग्रामिंग नाही करतात. त्या स्टेट बेस्ड रिप्रेझेंटेशन ऐकलं असेल तू, काय म्हटलं स्टेट बेस्ड रिप्रेझेंटेशन. आपण चेस खेळतो, चेस खेळताना काय तू सगळ्या मूव्ज लक्षात ठेवून खेळू शकतो का जे कॉन्टेक्स्ट आहे त्याच्या पद्धतीने खेळू शकतो? कॉन्टेक्स्ट प्रमाणे का? हा, आता मी तुला म्हटलं बघ की तू माझा एक चांगला स्टुडंट आहे, तो अभ्यास करून नाही आला, ठीक आहे, पण समजा माझं घरी खूप मोठं भांडण झालेलं आहे, मी संतापात आलो आहे, मी काय करेन? म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय थोडक्यात की फिक्स नाही मेकॅनिझम की कोणत्या मेकॅनिझमला. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल समजा काही वेळेस काय म्हणतात आपण म्हणतो ना एखादा व्यक्ती अनप्रेडिक्टेबल आहे, कधी कधी आपण किती चुकलं तरी काहीच करत नाही आणि थोडे पण चुकलं तर हे आपण कोणामध्ये टाकू शकत नाही मशीन. म्हणून त्याच्यामध्ये तो तर ड्रॉबॅकच असतो. कॉन्शियसनेस त्याच्यामध्ये म्हणून येऊ शकत म्हणजे प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी नाही त्याच्यामध्ये.
सध्या इलॉन मस्क न्यूरलिंकवर काम करणार आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये ते एक छोटी स्ट्रीप आपल्या ब्रेनमध्ये लावून आपल्याला टेक्स्ट टाईप करायची तर डायरेक्ट लिंक करून देऊ शकतो. त्या टाईममध्ये तर म्हणजे चॅटजीपीटी वगैरे अशी AI बंद होते ना.
तो पुढचा कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऍक्च्युअली. आता मला एक सांग, आता आपण गाडी चालवतोय समजा 4 व्हीलर आणि आपण बसने ती डायरेक्ट न पाहता गाडी चालवू शकते. आपल्या गाड्या बंद पडल्या त्याच्यात पण माझा काही रिस्क फॅक्टर असतो. तो म्हटलं की रिस्क फॅक्टर इम्पॉर्टंट कन्सेप्ट आहे त्याच्यामधले. आता आपल्या इंडियामध्ये किती पण चांगला ड्रायव्हर असेल तर तो एकदा ठोकतोच ऍक्च्युअली त्याचे. हा, प्रॉम्प्ट इंजेक्शन मध्ये मेनली काय तुला काय एक्सपेक्ट काय आता जसं आपण सायबर सिक्युरिटी मध्ये एसक्यूएल इंजेक्शन असतं त्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय करतो की जी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपल्याला रिक्वायर्ड आहे त्याच्यामध्ये ते काय करतात मॅलिशियस कंटेंट टाकून देतात. आता तुझं पुढचं कंटेंट काय राहील मेनली आता तू काम कशावर करणार आहे? प्रॉम्प्ट्सवरच करणार आहे की नाही ऍक्च्युअली जे आहे. आता फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी सांगितलं की पीपी रेट एवढा आहे आणि मला जास्त घाबरू नको असं जे जास्त घाबरू नको ते काढून टाकलं म्हटलं याला जास्त घाबरतो प्रॉम्प्टने इंजेक्ट करून दिला काय होईल? त्या प्रकारची इन्फॉर्मेशन जी आहे त्या ठिकाणी डिस्प्ले म्हणजे माहिती आहे का की रॉंग प्रॉम्प्ट्स इंजेक्ट करू शकतात जे पर्टिक्युलर अटॅकर असतील.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh Deore, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Mahamuni, please share your opinion on this session.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh Deore, sir, for such a joyful and informative session. He spoke about the AI by giving different examples, and our all students as well as all the attendees really enjoyed your session, sir. He spoke about the AI tool ChatGPT in a good way. So overall, this session was an informative session, a relaxing session. Actually, I want to thank Dr. S.S. Chowhan, sir. He invited such eminent personalities throughout the day. The day was very informative, and I think this was actually an informative treat for all the attendees here. Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful session.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to request Dr. Mahamuni ma'am to felicitate Dr. Rakesh Deore sir by offering a certificate, memento and a bouquet. Once again, thank you, Dr. Rakesh Deore sir, for the session on AI, ChatGPT and AI tools. So thank you. After 5 minutes, the valedictory function is going to be conducted. So we are going to be prepared for that valedictory function.
Rakesh sir.